Alright, we're back with another review. This one is the exciting one everybody's waiting for. This is the premium Rock Band drum pads, and that's what's in this box. Look at this box. This is how it's going to be shipped to you. It's USPS 2nd to 3-day priority. It got to me in about 2. I believe you put in the mail on Friday, maybe Thursday, and I got them today. Let's take a look at what's in the box. You open up the box. He had a little nice letter for me that I'll share with you guys here in the second part of the review. He also comes with an instructional sheet. Now, this is one of the most professional instructional sheets that I think that I've seen yet. And on the back it lists all the steps from step 1 through 6 of how to do this. Now, here is the actual pads that are still wrapped in the plastic. I haven't unwrapped them as of yet. And these are the drum liners. Now, for those of you guys that have questions if this will work with the EL set, I'm going to say yes, because of the fact that just like with the other pads that we did with DrumSoft, they had different levels of cushion for the pads versus the EL versus the SL versus the QM. So does these guys. 16 drum liners. You can use either 0 up to 4 pads per drum. Let's go ahead and open these up. It puts a nice little thank you seal on there. I think that's very courteous and professional. Let's go ahead and open up these pads so we can take a good look at them. Here's what the pad actually looks like. It's the front of the pad there and the back, along with the strings that we're going to end up tying. Now, of course, we're going to do this together here in a couple minutes when I go to put these on the drums itself. They look all very professional. They're real crafted, very sturdy stitching. These were handcrafted, as you guys know, and they did a very good job with the way it looks right now. In this bag right here, we do have the 16 drum liners, which has a little note here with it that tells you on the front that you can use 0 to 4 drum liners per head, customize the level of sound deadening for each individual drum head, and that they recommend that you start with 2 or 3 drum liners per drum head and then adjust more or less from there. Rock on. So we're going to take their recommended when I do this, because right now, as you guys already know, I'm dealing with a no good EL set right now, and we're going to start with their 2 or 3. Then we can go from there. So once again, here's the liners. Seems to be made out of nice sturdy foam there that will go up underneath, and this is what's going to take down the sound. So 16 of these. You get 4 of these pads. I opted to have all black pads. They do have one in each of the colors: the red, the yellow, the green, and the blue. Alright, so that's about all there is to unwrapping it. We're going to go ahead and do the installation, try to put one on these drums here, and then we'll go from there. See you in a couple minutes. Alright, he's already told me in the instruction sheet that this is going to take us a little bit more time than any other standard pad that you may get from any other company. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right off of his instruction sheet, and we're going to put these on. His step 1 says, position yourself as if you are about to master Big Rock ending. For now, hold off until we complete the installation of your new premium Rock Band drum covers. So we got to identify the cover that we're going to place on each drum head, which I already have. I have my one right here. Okay. Place up to 4 drum liners on each drum head. They recommend that you start with 2 or 3 liners on each drum head. Being an EL, I'm going to start with 2 since it feels like they're kind of thin. Make sure the liners are in the middle of each drum. So just do this one at a time. And make sure that the liner is sitting in the center of the drum. The cool thing about this is there is no need to clean your drums off with alcohol or anything to do these particular pads. Alright, both of my pads in the center of the drum now. Make sure they're not wrinkled or creased up, which they're not. Move these up just a little bit more. Alright. And then we can remove or add liners later to adjust the level of sound dampening. Okay, at this time we want to carefully place the cover over each drum head and liners. Rotate each cover so that the flaps match the notches on the controller arm. Okay, so we can go ahead and put this on. Want to rotate the cover so that it matches the notch, which would be right there. Alright. Then what we're going to do is note the yellow and the blue drum covers have keyholes for drumstick holders. Use the keyholes to correctly position. So when we go to put these on, they're going to have keyholes for these here just to put those so that those will fit through there. Okay, one at a time. Find the string ends, which is now going to be at the bottom here. Okay. On the yellow and the blue drums, thread the string ends through the smaller flaps. We'll get to that later. After all flaps are threaded, you want to tighten each string and tie in a bow to ensure a snug fit. They recommend not tying the string in a knot as it will make it difficult to remove covers later. So, dudes over here, you can go ahead and draw these in as tight or as loose as you want. Okay, they're like elastic, so I can pull in and when I release, they come back out. So I'm gonna just pull mine down about this tight here, up underneath, and I'm tying a bow as they recommend. Won't tie the knot. And that's it. My cover is installed. Let me find one that has the yellow or the blue hole in there, and we'll attempt to put that one on real quick. Must be one like this. Okay, so here you go right here. It's got the hole here for the holes at the top. So same thing. We're gonna take these two liners. Okay, 1, 2. Put these on. And put them right over that yellow drum right there. Make sure they're in the center. Alright, now we're going to take this. This one's a little bit different. See, he has the flaps on the side, as he said, and up here is the hole. So make sure up here where the hole is, where you're going to push this over here. So we're going to put this on top over here. Goes through the hole of the drum. And this flap must come down this way. Now you're going to take the string pull that down. You're going to pull it through the flaps, he said. So we're going to string this through the flap. That you can't really see because I'm underneath the drum here. It's kind of dark down here. Okay, there's one through the flap. The other string right here. Also through the flap. Just pull it back down. And you're going to run it through this flap underneath the bottom. Okay, so there's 3 flaps. This one here, I'm going to run this string through this flap over here as well. Okay, now that's tied. Alright, so now we have both of these on. 1 second, we're going to do a little sensitivity test, so we'll be back with that.